My name's Paton Patel, an award-winning journalist who investigates the unexplained and the downright weird. And in this week's Paton Investigates, I've returned to yet another strange corner of Kent to investigate some literal skulduggery. It's been over a year since someone has stolen over 100 skulls from the crypt of St. Mary's, and no one, not even the police, know what the hell's going on. These skulls seem to have just vanished, and these are axes of Kentish evil. Now, they won't allow filming inside. However, here's some footage showing you just how many skulls and bones there are in the crypt. My first hunch was that the beast of Romney Marsh must be responsible. However, none of the witnesses ever reported seeing the beast with any skulls. I'm ruling the beast out. But what kind of weirdo steals nearly 100 skulls, and more to the point, what the hell are they doing with them? Were they stolen to order by some quack doctor or snatched by a satanic cult? Before I start my investigation, I thought it'd be a good idea to find out who these skulls belong to. Perhaps that might even give us a clue as to who has stolen them. My first port of call is with bonologist Professor von Winckenstein, based here at the Folkestone Fishing, Hair, Bone and Biscuit Museum. Oh, look, blood inventor William Harvey.
Nein, nicht bitte. No touching.
I thought Charles Dickens' hair was dark.
Ja. What do you want?
The skulls at St. Mary's, could you please...
Yeah, see, there are about 1,200 skulls in the crypt and other human bones, making it around 2,000 individuals.
Oh wow, what kind of other bones?
Many types. Your toe bone connected to your foot bone connected to your heel bone.
I think we get the
your
picture.
heel bone connected to your ankle bone connected to your knee bone, your knee
Thank you,
bone
Professor.
connected to your thigh bone, and your thigh
Thank
bone
you, Professor.
connected to your hip bone.
Thank you, Professor. Could you tell us who these skulls belong to, please?
Ja, natürlich. They are believed to be from human sacrifices during the Regime Maya, the Mayan reign from 884 BC to 1875, when the Victorians swept through East Kent.
Sacrifice victims.
Yeah, they used to play a game similar to netball when the winning team would be sacrificed.
Shouldn't it be the other way around, that the losers die?
Nine, not for the Mayans.
But I read on the church's website that the skulls and bones were placed in the ossuary because the church ran out of burial ground space during the plague.
Plague this, plague that. It's all about the money. Black Death is still popular with the public. Nobody gives a damn about a bunch of sports crazy Mayans.
Do you know who would steal them?
If they were stolen,
What do you mean by that?
well, all publicity is good publicity. Just a coincidence that on the very next day that the skulls are stolen, she launches a church roof appeal.
It seems Professor von Winckenstein has some real beef with the vicar of St. Mary's. We'll hear what she has to say later, but first I'm meeting my own deep throat. Someone messaged me to say they have insider knowledge of the investigation into the missing skulls. Now they've agreed to meet with me, as long as we promise to conceal their identity. I find it hard to believe that nobody in broad daylight saw anything. I mean, I haven't moved 100 skulls myself, but I imagine you'd need a wheelbarrow or something similar to move them.
Exactly. Let's just say the police faced a wall of silence.
What do you mean by that?
There are dark forces in this neighbourhood. You're not from around here, are you?
No.
There's been quite a problem with witches.
Witches?
Yes, they're drawn to the sea. They love the coast.
What, like in caravans?
Yes, and by cars and on the train, and they stay in local hotels.
Hotels? We're staying at the Grand Burston. You don't think... I didn't see any. Anyone else?
No.
Whether or not they're staying at the Grand Hotel Hurston is not the point. The point is that they are a nuisance. They the local council has tried to move them on several times. They just come and they take over. They're even taking over our local businesses.
But why would they steal the skulls?
Candle holders.
Candle holders?
Well, they're quite effective actually, with the light coming out of their eye sockets and mouths, and for spells.
What kind of spells?
The police, they didn't quite find out. The police received threatening letters and threatening objects was left outside their doors.
What kind of things?
A decapitated spider monkey.
Oh, you get monkeys around here?
No, Mr. Patel, we don't. It was quite unpleasant, actually. There was mouldering flowers and decapitated and limbless jelly babies.
Jelly babies?
Yes.
Why would anyone go through the effort of chopping their heads and limbs off?
I don't know. All I can say is that there's only one business around here that sells that sort of stuff, if you know what I mean.
You mean a local sweet shop?
I've already said too much. I must be going. Goodbye.
My deep throat was absolutely petrified. Perhaps the vicar of St. Mary's, Fiona Bongley Binglington, could shed some light into what is going on. Bongley Binglington, tell us about the skulls.
That really is such an old story. Why do you want to dig up the past?
Surely you want to find out who was behind the theft.
Of course. But it is more than a year ago, and the police investigation is closed. I really have nothing more to say on the matter.
Aren't you worried that the thieves will come back?
We have CCTV and alarms now.
Professor von Winckenstein. She hinted you may have lied about the robbery.
She really doesn't change, does she? All about the church roof, I suppose. Well, let me tell you, Mr.
Patel,
there is nothing to investigate.
are you threatening me?
You have nothing to fear from me, Mr. Patel. There are dark forces in this town. The deep throat that you met.
How did you know?
Oh, I know everything that goes on in this neighborhood. That deep throat gave you a huge clue.
The decapitated monkey?
No! What else did they find outside their front door?
Dead flowers? A deranged florist?
Mr. Patel, you call yourself an award-winning journalist. But if you were to go into the local sweet shop and ask for a box of black magic, you won't find any nice soft center surprises.
I agree with that. They are pretty insipid.
Mr. Patel, I did not mean that kind of black magic. Now, if I were you, I'd leave now. All of you! Go back to London while you still can.
I get the impression that the vicar was terribly frightened of the local sweet shop, just like Deep Throat beforehand. Just as well, she has an award-winning journalist to investigate on her behalf. Are we sure this is the right place?
Yes.
Let's take a look inside through the windows. Wow, there's dozens of jars full of sweets everywhere. Hamburgs, pear drops, rhubarb and custard, and ooh, wow, strawberry and lemon bonbons. And look, your favorites, flying saucers. They look a bit busy. Should we come back later?
Sandra's got a finger trapped in the till again.
Not again. Can I help you, sir?
Please, can I have a quarter of fizzy cola bottles, a quarter of strawberry bonbons, a quarter of wine gums, and a quarter quarter of jelly babies.
How's Mum?
Alright.
Dad?
Alright.
I was sorry to hear about your Auntie Carol's fire. She loved those snakes.
She got new ones.
Oh, sweet! Would you like some mice for those snakes? I'll have to catch them first. On the house. Bye-bye.
I'm filming a documentary on the missing skulls. I don't suppose you know anything about them.
Oh, look who it isn't. The Matthew Bloody Hopkins show.
My name's not Matthew.
We know that. Matthew Hopkins was the Witchfinder General.
It's always the same around here. Slightest bit of trouble and we get the blame.
Benches outside Primark set on fire. Oh, must be them witches.
Obscene graffiti,
That'll be the witches.
bins torn open, food dragged along the street.
Oh, that'll be them witches. Do we look like seagulls? Though we might turn ourselves into seagulls. Who's been stirring it? Anything to do with candle holders?
I can't reveal my source's journalistic code.
Well, in this sweet shop, we have our own code. Put the sweets back.
No, please. I thought snitches end up in ditches with witches.
How old are you? Listen, I've got some information I'm willing to exchange. You overhear certain things in sweet shops that perhaps you shouldn't hear. Understand, Mr. Hopkins?
It's Patel. Vika! Vika!
I see. Thanks for that. It's as much as we thought.
Shall we tell him?
It seems only fair.
Word on the street? A gang of skateboarders stole them.
What?
Using them to make their skateboards go faster.
The witches told us that one of the largest indoor skateboarding parks has just been built around the corner, and that these depraved skateboarders have discovered a way of reaching record-breaking speeds by using small slithers of human skulls belonging to Mayan athletes. Apparently, they can get very nasty when confronted. I'm worried they'll recognize me, so I'm taking a leaf out of Deep Throat's book. Hi guys, I'm Suki, the diversity and sports guru.
Get off, girl, perv.
Okay, I'm the youth worker. Nobody told me you were coming.
We're making a film about women in sport. I want to encourage the ladies into skateboarding.
Ladies?
I told you he was a perv.
I want to encourage girls into the sport.
What? So you can look at them?
No.
Perv.
Can you stop saying that?
Hairy perv.
How come you're not a woman then?
Good point. Why did they send a man?
More male repression?
She was off sick.
I'm going to be taking this up with the council.
You know, there's really no need to. Paton Patel, award-winning reporter.
Who?
I'm an award-winning journalist.
I have no idea who you are.
We've heard you've been reaching groundbreaking speeds using scars stolen from the crypt of St. Mary's. What do you have to say for yourselves?
What are you talking about?
What have you done with the skulls?
Keep them away from me!
Those bloody sweet shop witches. They've put you up to this, haven't they? They've been complaining about my skateboarders outside their shop all week.
Perv.
Look, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You're upsetting the children.
Get off!
Go.
Those witches weren't exaggerating. I've managed to escape from the skin of my teeth. Those skateboarders are totally out of control and... Excuse me, we're trying to film here. Look, what do you want? Money? Look! That woman with the vicar! The bones! Thanks to my detective work and a tip-off from the caretaker at St. Mary's, I've discovered that Deep Throat is a former detective at Kent Police who has just launched an anti-aging serum called Mayan Gold. And guess who her mother is?
Fiona Bongley Billington.
Vicar of St. Mary's!
I've just received an interesting phone call from Professor von Winckenstein, who informed me that the human skull contains 1,100 times more collagen compared to the rest of your bones.
I told you that!
And what's even more startling is that skull collagen can remain stable for thousands of years and can be sucked
I
out.
showed you that.
And look what else I've uncovered.
As you know, at Mayan Beauty, we have spent the last year developing our revolutionary, scientifically proven, age-reversing serum. In laboratory trials, Mayan anti-aging serum reduced the appearance of aging in 9 out of 10 mice by up to 10 years. And on trials on humans, wrinkles completely vanished. Sadly, we can't share the recipe with you, but let's just say our anti-aging serum has a very powerful ingredient that any athlete would want to die for. Shh, I've said too much. We can't wait to share it with you and the world, so keep your eyes peeled on our social media for our magic anti-aging serum launch date. Until then, Mayan followers,
I think we all know who's given her daughter a boost in the beauty business.
It's just repeated.
Have you eaten all my bonbons? What the hell, man? They were my favourites.
You said you don't like them.
See how you like them.
You don't even like those ones.
I do now.
Look!
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Fiona Bogley Billington!
Stop! Come on! Oh, God! Come on, we got them now! Go! Come on, come on! Come on! No. Got them cornered now. They're not going anywhere. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Skull Thieves of St. Mary's Crypt. Aha! Where did they go? How can they disappear just like that? I think it's time to end this investigation and hand over the evidence to the police. Until next time. Go on.